Ooh.
What's up, y'all?
Yo.
This is the spontaneous show with Young Funny, a retrospective, the rough demo version. We're coming together on Zoom today, me, Kyle, and Byron, and we're gonna be showing you. We're gonna be showing you some of our favorite moments of the spontaneous show. This is all in order to have some content to promote Bar Redux's GoFundMe. They're dealing with some financial straits, so we're trying to get as much money as we can so we keep that place open. And so at some point in the future, when motherfuckers is either not sick or we're all wearing bubble suits, we could do comedy again. So we got a whole bunch of video clips that we're gonna be pulling up on here. We appreciate y'all patience because this is gonna be rough. It's not gonna be smooth, but you know we got some content for you. We'll show you like it. It'll also be some clips of us while we've been locked down. Us speaking about our favorite moments, some of the history behind the start of the show, the backdrop, all types of stuff. So we're just gonna go on and get into some of these clips. Y'all ready, Kyle and Byron?
Hell yeah.
All right, Kyle.
I got you.
So pause it, B. All right, y'all. So this clip right here, this is actually I don't know if you could tell who it is. It's a very famous person. At this point, she wasn't as famous, but this is Tiffany Haddish. This actually isn't the spontaneous show. Fundraiser show we did after Alton Sterling's tragic murdering by the police, because fuck 12. Tiffany Haddish dropped in and did like a headliner set, which was like amazing. It was a nice crowd. So we're just gonna play this little clip to kind of open up this retrospective. All right.
Ready at this point. Here it is, man.
I said, yes, I am. He goes, no, you're not. I said, well, then what am I doing? He said, you're getting on my goddamn nerves. That's what you're doing. I said, what do you mean? He said, look, people don't come to comedy shows because they want to hear about your problems or what's going on in the world or about politics or religion or pop culture. They don't care about any of that stuff. People come to comedy shows to have fun. So when you're on stage, it doesn't matter what you're talking about. Just have fun. Because if you're having fun, they're having fun. And if you're not having fun, they're looking at you like, what the fuck did I spend my money on? So I want to let y'all know that I had a great time tonight. And I know y'all didn't pay shit to get in this motherfucker. So I didn't have to work this hard. But I did. Because this is what I love. And I hope that you love comedy too, and I hope that you are able to bring light and laughter.
All right, so this first thing I want to mention, shout out to Kyle. All the behind the scenes footage from back when we first started, 2016, 2017, all that time, that was all shot by Kyle Smith. So please pay Kyle his propers for documenting all this Young Funny movement and how we've been getting it in these last couple years all around New Orleans, but specifically Bar Redux. This next clip I'm gonna play is of the lead sergeant of Young Funny, Kyle Smith himself, the maniacal menace. And this is him telling the beginning of our spontaneous show. And then after that clip, it'll be me talking about the origin as well.
Let him know. Producer.
Boom. Whoa. Maniacal Menace. Kyle Smith in the building. Member of Young Funny. How y'all doing? Man, I guess Redux. Bar Redux, 801 Poland Street. Redux is home. Redux is amazing. I love Redux for what they've gave to us, and just like that's the place for us as comics to be, where you can feel free. You can feel as if you can do, come there, feel at home, feel loved, feel welcomed. and I just from the start of once that began, because everybody, like, there were other comedy shows that happened at Redux before our comedy show, and it didn't, like, at the time it didn't work out. It just wasn't the time. But like once things got to the point to where it's like we need a place, basically this is how this happened. Okay, at one time on Tuesdays, Leon Blanda, he stopped doing his Tuesday mic at the House of Blues, and we was like, man, we need a mic. We need to go somewhere. We need a mic. And I was like, well, I got a bright idea. Why not put us a mic? Since nobody's got a mic, why not do a mic ourselves? You know, and that's when DC and John got together and was like, well, let's talk to Miss Janya about having it there. And from then on, since it was such a spontaneous fucking idea that came about, I was like, boom, nigga, we gonna take over Tuesdays now. Since there ain't no show, there ain't no comedy, and they need to be comedy, there's no comedy. We taking over Tuesdays, and so Tuesdays became the spontaneous show. So, yeah, I'm glad that happened in 3 years now. Is that how long it's been? I'm not sure. I don't be keeping track of numbers like that. But still, man, come on down. Come on down to Spontaneous. Many things happen. Young Funny, that's the team, that's the crew. Y'all gonna meet us. It's a lovely time. I miss it. You know, if once we get back, man, support your local bars, just so we can get this shit popping. Once this is all over, let's get back to our jokes and our yucks. But yeah, good times. I'll come back.
Here is the origin story of the Spontaneous Show with Young Funny. It was a Tuesday night, March 1st, 2016. It was only one mic that was happening that evening. It used to happen at Jack's Brewery, and they canceled it. John Rowe, the creator, leader, Young Funny Sensei, he was a comedy fiend, and he couldn't go one night without comedy. And we all pretty much was about that life, especially then. So we had like a little group message, and I believe that John had like kind of posted like, man, where we gonna do comedy, where we gonna do comedy. And then DC Paul being the, you know, just the ringleader that he can be, and you know, the connected guy. He spent a decent amount of time at Bar Redux, was close with the owners, John and Russ, and essentially between him and John, they kind of coordinated to where we could perform there that night, impromptu open mic. And from that point forward, we just kept it going. The reason that we called it the Spontaneous Show initially was just because it did start kind of spontaneously, and we was lazy and never really changed it. But I feel like the show really embodies the name for certain, you know, especially if you've been there. It's always some wild shit happening for certain. So yeah, that's the history. That's how we started.
Record.
Yeah. All right, y'all. So this next clip right here, and the next couple of clips are you just gonna see some of the antics that some Young Funny and people that would come, the comedians that would come frequent the show, would get into either by the train tracks or around the Bar Redux. So yeah, we're just gonna get into this one. Kyle, let it rip.
Comics life. So
yeah,
here you go.
And then cool, and I'm like, man, let me. That nigga fed straight into your channel. Like you try to put on the planet.
Oh, cartoons? Nah, I'm out this shit. I don't fuck with that.
Shit's awesome. This shit's funny.
And
fuck you niggas.
What that mean, bitch? I'm older than you still. Nigga, I'm always gonna be older than you.
Yeah, but and what? And what? And you're 31, right, Kyle?
Yes, sir.
We thought you were 32 for a second. gonna hit my 31 next month, and it's gonna be glorious.
Is that bigger than the 30, or is that smaller than the 30?
It's all, I'm into my 30s now, so it's
start
on the
going
same.
downhill and shit. That's when the 30s start going downhill. It's like 30.
Nigga, knees start hurting.
Look at that boy.
Motherfucker,
highlight.
motherfucker know when it's gonna be cold. Nigga like, oh, it's gonna be cold today. Why? How you know that, bitch? My shoulder hurt. Nigga, my shoulder hurt, nigga.
I'm like, I feel 21 every day. I'll be 35 in January.
Bitch, I still fuck like I'm 19. Fuck that. How about that?
That nigga old as fuck, man.
You saw him flexing? Corey has always been old. That's why we call him Uncle Corey.
Young old niggas.
That nigga be telling me some old shit sometimes.
Young old niggas. Yeah, beat up old as shit too.
He about to be 42. He like Corey McLean.
Yeah.
Older than me.
You're blowing Byron's truth mind. You're blowing Byron's truth mind.
When it comes to a group like this, nigga, nothing at all.
Byron can't handle the truth. Byron's like, holy shit.
Bible character.
Bitch, we ain't like Moses. Yeah, I was about to say, nigga, we ain't like Moses. Bitch, Moses supposed to be like 400-something years old, nigga.
Byron can't believe this shit.
You don't have to be able to walk.
I heard Moses didn't look past 20. 400 years old, nigga didn't look past 20 with a full beard, nigga. I'm like, hey,
How old you think
nigga,
he is?
that's Hotep, ain't it? Huh?
Look her age. How old you think Ina is?
How you think it is?
Don't put me on camera saying that.
Bitch,
Don't you fucking record that.
She is, John.
I'm
I ain't talking about it no more. You don't want to act. She don't like me.
Alright, you asked the question.
oh, nigga, I remember when she was gonna put this nigga out on the side of the road. She was like, if you keep I was in the car, you was telling me dumb shit. You was like, hey, what if a police came over and we was like, hey, we got weed in the car. We got weed in the car. I was like, why would you do that, son? That's dumb as shit.
And Keegan Connell, so we know who it is. Keegan Connell. Then Paul Joseph.
Joseph for the Paul.
Then B-Dub.
Dub Beasley.
Lonnie Ford.
Ford Line.
And what do you call those sideburns? That's all right. James Germain. Is you, sir? James Germain, ladies and gentlemen. My mama named Germain.
Cute.
Oh man, next tier. This is just kind of one of the nights how usually things goes. There's 9 of us. There's 9 of us in this Wu-Tang clan of a comedy troupe. But we all kind of like take turns on hosting because you know you need to get your host chops up. And this is John doing his thing. Always had a drink in his hand. That funny punch. Definitely get you a funny punch whenever you come back around. But this is John, and he's about to bring up Gigi, and you can just see the dynamics that we all had between each other, and this plays out perfectly. So enjoy some old Gigi clips.
Not your friend. Get off the stage. Get off the damn stage. Unfortunately, John Rowe is one of my friends. I'm very new to the area. It's been about 6 months. I guess it's not that new. You know what I mean? I'm shocked about how you guys treat sinkholes, but I'm not that new. I am lonely. I'm at that phase of my relocation where like I don't have the large amounts of friends I'm used to having, like the crappy ass friends that you just have because they're there. So you don't really like them, but you can tolerate them just a bit, and they like to go where you like to go. But now I don't even have those, so I'm really lonely. And I'm like, when am I going to find somebody for me? Like, I don't want to be on Twitter because it's just weirdos like him on Twitter. Not Twitter, Tinder. Same shit. It's fucked up. I'm too old for this internet life. But like, it's hard for me to find a guy for me because I'm a little different types of chick, you know. I don't really care about making men happy, and I don't make plates, you know. If I'm at the barbecue and you at the barbecue, bitch, you to get it for my auntie show up with aluminum foil. Like, I don't have time to do that. Like, first of all, I have a drink in one hand. How the fuck like I'm gonna make 2 plates with 1 drink in 1 hand. You know what I mean? I'm trying to balance on fucked up ass grass with espadrilles on. You should be a man to make 1 plate, whatever. So like, and I want a unique kind of man. I want a man that wants to like give me money but not ask for anything in return. I want a man who thinks I'm super hot but also understands that I'm always gonna order extra cheese. You ever had to do that? Like try to wait till he's not listening, like extra cheese and mayonnaise. Like one time I went to the bathroom just to catch my waitress. I was like, put extra cheese on there. I'm gonna complain like I ain't asked you for that, but then be acting like I'm really nice and I'm just gonna eat it and he gonna think I'm gracious. We did that. She was like, oh my God, did you say extra cheese, extra mayonnaise, and double bacon? And I was like, no, but I know you work hard, so don't worry. I'll get through this somehow. Just, He was like, you're so nice. But I'm thinking dudes don't like fat chicks. I thought they like fat chicks, but like, I mean, some dudes like, I guess all the dudes who like fat chicks have been taken or have died of diabetes or heart disease. So like, there's not many fat chick loving dudes around. Like.
All right. Well, hold on.
Can y'all hear the train noise?
My bad. That's
okay.
Hi. It's Geneva Joy here for the Bar Redux benefit. I want to talk about my favorite Bar Redux memory. It's actually so many. Like, being at Bar Redux, just feel at home and safe, and especially for the weirdos like us, you just feel comfortable. There's been so many great performances with Hope Flood and Tiffany Haddish, and the support that I've gotten from Bar Redux has been amazing to the growth of my career. Like, Bar Redux was the first place in New Orleans that I did my bingo night. Stop playing with my arm fat. The first place I did my bingo night, and I was free to be just as weird and comical as I wanted to out on that back patio. And if you wait for the train, it's not that bad, it's great. And there's been just so many times that like Janya and Russ and Damon have been just utterly supportive. It's like they know when a poor struggling comic is hungry and then Janya having my burger ready when I didn't have any other thing to eat. I mean, like, I can't say enough about Bar Redux and what it's meant to me and the growth of Young Funny and giving us a home to do comedy in this city and connecting us with so many fans. Like, some of the people who have supported my career and like set me up with bigger opportunities, did my fundraisers, like supported my fundraiser efforts to get me to festivals and everything, are customers from Bar Redux. So it's been a big deal to me. It's a great place. It needs to stay. It's just as funky and weird as everything you come to New Orleans for. And donate, give some money so you can see more Young Funny shows. You can come to Bar Redux anytime. Get your funny punches, get your hot toddies and apple ciders. Look at all the vintage artwork in the bathroom. I'm so in love with these vintage movie posters in the bathroom. But Bar Redux is a home bar. It's your neighborhood bar, and it's worth supporting and helping stay alive. So see you soon. Back on that patio.
That was horrible. Back on that patio.
Okay.
Thank you. I always wanted to add an extra B to my name. Balding Byron Grayson. It's gonna stick. You guys don't know me, but that's gonna stick. How's it going?
Great.
All right. Cool. I am excited to be on this stage. I never say that. I noticed that I usually come out on stage and I don't thank anybody. I say hi, but like I don't say I'm happy to be here, like anything like that. And I think it ruins the mood sometimes. But usually I like to ruin the mood. I like to work from like horrible and like slowly get to something progressive and then like not get to the point. That's my shit. Like, you know how some people go into their pantries and they're like, what am I doing in here? Like, I go into my pantry and I stand for about 5 minutes. Then I'm like, I know what I'm doing in here. I'm just admiring my pantry. I wanted to be in here. I just wanted to check on everything. Yep. Cheez-Its. All right, going back to sleep. On the way to the show. Party getting funny. You've seen a lot of young funny stuff. I'm guessing. I'm recording this before.
Is it choppy over there?
Put together, which makes sense because this is in it.
It's choppy on my end.
I feel like I should be talking with my hands right now.
Pause it, B.
Oh.
All right, folks. Sorry, we had a bit of technical difficulties.
We got it.
You know, that good old Zoom shit. But this is Byron.
Also, I think, oh no, this is later on in the thing. I just want to correct myself saying 3 years when it's supposed to be 4 years.
Well, we
totally
smoked
out
the
of
whole
order.
year away. We smoked the whole year away. Because Kyle says in the video that 3 years, but we just made
that was
4.
me. I said.
Nah, Kyle says it in another one that we just showed. He said 3 years. I don't know, but we just made 4 this past March, and this is Byron talking his Byron shit. So let's just.
Party getting funny. You've seen a lot of young funny stuff. I'm guessing. I'm recording this before everything's put together, which makes sense because this is in it. I feel like I should be talking with my hands right now. So I'm going to put my hands up a little bit, maybe lean back a little more. Test my audio. Is this a good time to test the audio?
Testing.
I'm the type of person who does not remember what they do a lot. So like, I've been very supported in the area of Redux. You know, like it's been a great place for me to go and not remember anything. Not remember anybody's name, not remember what they do, not remember if I've seen them before, not remember if they like my comedy, not remember if they're a fan or not, or a fan of anything. You know, I just go there. And I'm like, you know, what's up? Which is what
it's got to be my
I do everywhere, honestly, but at Redux, you know, I'm supposed to have more of a part in it. You know, I'm supposed to be more of be a producer of a show. So it's very great.
No, I'm just kidding. I didn't pause.
That they're gracious and they don't, you know, everybody there, they're not like, hey, why don't you know my name after 3 years? You know, hey, why don't you understand that we know each other? You know, why is this a one-way street? You know, very Tao, the Tao. Like,
sounds like I'm bragging.
So I'm going to talk about some memories that I don't have. A lot of the time at Redux, I'm pretty sure I performed in front of a train, and that was a lot of fun. I don't remember it. It's probably recorded and on my podcast. Also, plug myself. You should definitely tip. Is that the real word?
You tweeted.
You should donate. You should definitely donate to Redux first. Bar Redux. I don't know what their Patreon and Venmo. I don't know what their
It's actually
Venmo is, but whatever. Get on it. Tip it. I'm going to donate. I'm going to donate at least $10, maybe on multiple days, because I watch the live streams that they do the whole week. And if you're a person with a stimulus,
this is the remix.
You should be able to donate more than $10. You know, they've got shows every day for like a week where you have the chance to donate. If you're just catching this one, catch some more next week. Why am I plugging this so hard? Because I was going to plug myself. I'm Byron Broussard, also known as Black Rocker on Twitter, Lord Black Rocker on Instagram, and I'm not just me.com is my website. And spontaneous shows what we do every Redux and Tuesday. Like I said, some shit that I don't remember.
I remember.
I'm going to go more into some of that shit.
All right. Are we going to explain how Byron's probably being?
Oh yeah,
yeah. Byron.
That's
you know, his dark energy, and you know, I'm believing the NSA is what hindered some of the precision of that video. But I do think it represents Byron's energy.
I'd like to thank Trump for my stimulus check.
Okay.
We hope you heard it, Trump. At least somebody appreciates you. I don't. So Kyle, this is a clip of DC doing some stand-up. We're gonna have DC telling some of his favorite moments of spontaneous show. We got a clip of Paul Joseph coming up, who we have in the Zoom now. Say hi, Paul. Let people know you're doing all right.
Whoa, what's up, guys?
All right.
Not a whole bunch. Nice to hear from you. And we're gonna keep on rocking, y'all. So Kyle, hit it.
There's a bunch of like, there's some like older women that are working at the camp, helping to like school the kids and whatnot, and they got it real good. Like all they gotta do is be like, shut up! And the kids shut up, right? Like I can't do that. I got the gangly frame like Kamari, I got the friendly disposition, so like I gotta relate to the kids in a different way, right? Like I insult the kids to get them to behave. I do it all day, like all day. Like this one little onion-headed girl today, she was being real disruptive in front of my class, and I was like, sweetheart, my patience is about as short as your ponytail right now, right? Like I need you to sit down and be humble. And it worked. It honestly worked. And that's a true story, man. Like this little girl, like theater kids have so much personality. Sometimes you gotta be like, look, me too. I got way more personality, sweetheart. Watch.
So petty.
Because I'm petty. Yeah, you ain't finna outperform me in my class. I don't care how old you is, Anaya.
Name drop it.
You ain't finna, please. Can you do this? Well, then sit down. All right. So
I don't know if I can pick like a favorite moment of mine at Bar Redux
or at the spontaneous show, because we've had so many memorable moments. I remember Solange just kind of walking up to the bar real casually and, kind of enjoying our company for a moment. I remember we had the show with Tiffany Haddish there, and we also welcomed Hope Flood. But one that I thought was really cool was usually when it rained or when it was cold outside on Tuesday nights, we would move our backyard comedy show inside to the bar and kind of put the microphone in the back corner of the bar, and people would sit in the bar and we would kind of encourage them to, instead of having bar conversation, tonight do your best to enjoy the spontaneous show. And one particular night when the show was inside the bar, Hannibal Buress was in town and showed up. And I was hosting that night, and that was somewhere around, that was Paul's birthday. I remember because I'd made this really awesome kicked him in the pussy joke when Paul, it was relevant at the time, and it was a callback to the Dave Chappelle shit, but it was also in tribute to Paul's birthday. And I wish that Hannibal Buress was there for that part, because I thought the timing for it was so perfect. Anyway, Hannibal Buress came in, and I believe that he gave me some kind of signal that he wouldn't mind doing some time. So when it was his turn to do his set, because it was so intimate, it was inside the bar, he didn't feel like getting up from his seat at the bar to do his set. So he kind of sat there at the bar, didn't even grab the microphone, and just kind of made us laugh from his seat at the bar. And instead of people directing their attention to like where we had set the show up at, they were looking to Hannibal Buress at the bar as he just like casually made us laugh. And I remember that being like kind of a lesson in being able to adapt to whatever the comedic situation is. Sometimes you're in a big stadium with thousands of people. Sometimes you're sitting at a bar and it happens to be the open mic. And he made it work, and it was iconic, and I'll never forget that. Oh, also, at that time, Geneva made that white lady cry. Like, that was fucking unforgettable. I was there. I kind of encouraged it and egged it on. And when she talks about that shit, it really happened.
Cute.
Hey, y'all. This is Paul Joseph. I'm in Brooklyn, New York right now. Not much going on. I've just been protesting for my right to work in Chinatown. Other than that, it's been all right. In my free time, I do like to think about all the memories I've got of Bar Redux. That was the first place where I got to host a show. It was the first place I got to do a terrible job of hosting a show. Also the first time I did a good job hosting a show. But one of my favorite memories would have to be my birthday in 2018. It was below freezing, so all the water pipes had been frozen. I wasn't able to take a shower on my birthday. I didn't even get to take a birthday dump because my roommate Kyle used the last flush we had. So when all hope was lost, though, DC was able to host a really good spontaneous show, and it lived up to its name when Hannibal Buress walked in. He got to see my set, and then at the end he closed out with a 15-minute set sitting at the bar. That was a really good memory. Oh, also I got offered cocaine and orgies by the same bartender. That's pretty cool. I'll never forget that.
So hey folks, a little pause for the calls because we have Paul Joseph.
PJ in the building.
Howdy ho.
Live stream. He's repping his Young Funny. Listen, we got some Young Funny affiliated shirts on the I have on DC Paul's t-shirt 85 for his half-hour special recording he did at House of Blues. Kyle, you got John Rowe, the leader of Young Funny, done by Kyle Smith, animated by him, dropping the mic. And then we got our OG Young Funny shirt, which is the Florida Lee.
Also,
Young Funny,
which will be mentioned, but this is not what looks like the swastika.
Yeah. So at a later point, Kyle talks about one of his favorite memories, which is making the Young Funny. Kyle is our artist, our resident artist and designer, essentially. And so he designed the Young Funny logo, and John wrote what we call that, like a mascot almost.
The road yeah.
And so initially, when we were first trying to figure out some type of emblem, Kyle made like a big ass Y and an F that connected, and it looked like a swastika. It really looked like a swastika. And he was in denial for one evening about it looking like, he was like, it is not a swastika. I was like, bruh, every me, Geneva, John, DC, we all was like, Byron, I think, was nonplussed.
I did not see the swastika. Also, I'm very into Eastern religions.
Yes, the swastika was reappropriated by Adolf Hitler. So it had better origins, I believe. Golly, let me beyond that, Kyle finally saw the error of his ways. Because none of us, while it has its roots in Eastern religions, we are all Americanized black folk. So
niggas.
We came up with the much more family friendly and New Orleans appropriate fleur-de-lis with the Young Funny on the inside. And I think that was a good decision.
Much to the discontent of Kyle and Byron.
Yes, and probably our neo-Nazi faction. Does Young Funny have people who...
I doubt it.
We actually have an author, because the author of the neo-Nazi faction of Young Funny has produced with a very strong title. Does the author want to say the name of the title? I don't.
Oh, that wouldn't be the neo-Nazi thing.
Oh, yeah. You're
they
probably
wouldn't be able to read it because it's in second person.
Yeah. I mean, they would have to call themselves.
Yeah, they would have to accept blackness.
Yeah.
I can't wait till
Byron's very controversially titled book. It is about accepting blackness. And now
I'm
we're
not
gonna
just me.com.
I'm not just me.com, and you can find out the title there. We've already forayed into much controversial waters, more than I wanted to. This next clip, I think it's probably one of the first times Paul Joseph was officially the last inductee of Young Funny, even though we got a whole bunch of Young Funny affiliated people. They know who they are: Taj Washington, DDT, Chris Black, B-Dub. It's a whole bunch of them, you know what I'm saying? People that frequent the show that we love and we care about. You'll be seeing clips of them near the end of this little video. But this next one, I think, is one of Paul's first times hosting, and it's him and Kyle kind of, doing their little banter. So
big brother, little brother, big brother. What?
All right, so
is that his football game?
Pause it, B.
Oh, pause?
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
All right.
Yeah.
What is your pose? Is that your pose?
Yeah, that's my pose.
All right.
Doesn't work at all.
It's a video now, so.
Okay.
There you go. That's a good pose, though. I enjoy that. There you go. Look at that. You're hosting tonight.
You said
Goddamn
it's a video,
spontaneous
right?
show. Yeah.
Oops.
You got it.
I got
Perfect.
completely wrong.
Perfect.
You're supposed to move in a video, right?
No, not all the time.
Okay.
Not if I'm like over 60. I wouldn't want you to move in a video. So I think you're good.
I think I can bring up every comment just like this.
And just stare gaze at like whatever that fucking child that was praying was staring at.
The child.
You remember that child that used to pray, that they used to give like little bookmarks out, and it was a child that was praying, but like she was staring off to the heavens.
Oh,
and so I'm
no.
like, yeah, you never seen that?
That's
You were Catholic, right?
No.
You were never Catholic? You never got that? You never got that Catholic bookmark? You look like a Catholic.
I look like everything.
You do look like a Catholic. All right, spontaneous.
I behave like.
Right there, goddamn cute ass Blasian baby. Now just understand, if you had a Blasian baby, right, that came from Buffalo, New York, right, and his last name was Wang, he would be a Blasian Buffalo Wang. That works. still. It's so corny. It's so corny. It's so corny. But I drag into it because I'm like, babies are cute. Yeah, Asian babies are real cute. Black and Asian babies, oh shit, the hair, what? You ain't never compared, nigga. They got the tight eyes, nigga, that good skin. Shit, I love that. I've always wondered, I was like, am I gonna be in the age group of Blasian people? I always just thought they would be younger than me, like way younger, like, oh, I can't have that one, you know, that's way out of my age range. But no, people been fucking Asians for a long time. I had no idea. I thought it was just Asian on Asian. No. Me love you a long time, that was for real. They like, oh no, you got big, I don't, whatever, Full Metal Jacket, man.
Boom, back again, monogamous. Hey, how's it going? I guess favorite moments of spontaneous and just being there in Young Funny. Boom, this shirt. I put it on. I did promotion. We made a shirt, man. Young Funny team, man. Get on that gang, get on that grind. That's what we did. That's what came out of getting this together. It came out of putting a whole collective of creative minds together like the Wu-Tang and just coming out here having a good time. Such a good time. You know, favorite moments of mine is being able to create this shirt. Everybody thought it was a swastika. It's not, but now I cannot not see a swastika. That's terrible, mother. All right. And also, one of my favorite moments is the train. That train used to, every Tuesday, that train used to not give a fuck who we were and still blow his horn as he passed the bar. And it's like, no, I gave it to that train. I told that train one day, I yelled at him on the mic, motherfucker, you see us here every Tuesday. Don't blow your shit. Don't blow your shit. And now you'll see, out of respect to us, it don't even matter if there's a comedy show there or not. That motherfucker won't blow on no Tuesday. Not on no Tuesday. No, sir. Nah. Because, boom, spontaneous show. Spontaneous show. Another favorite moment of mine is, I also do the electrical at the bar because I'm an electrician and I do shit like that. I'm handy. I'm good with my hands, bitch. But yeah, I do the electrical there. So when you go in there and you see the lights and the ambiance.
Yes.
Boom. Ambiance. I don't know where I was at. It don't matter. When you see the lights in there, man, I did the electrical in that thing. But also, meeting Punky Johnson. Punky Johnson kind of changed my life and changed my whole perspective on actually doing comedy. Like, if you see her now, she's been doing a whole bunch of shit. But Punky Johnson, if y'all ever get to meet her, man, kudos to her. She really kind of changed my life around. Like, in a big way, to where it's like, nigga, you need to leave. And I left. She didn't tell me this, but I left. Went to LA on her, because of her. And this is why I live this situation now. And that's a memorable moment that I'll never forget. And just from there, man, I love Redux. Redux is gonna be home like La Nuit. I'm mad that it's gone. I'm mad that it's a goddamn Liberty cheesesteak. Fuck that place. The other bar's dope. But man, shout outs to Bar Redux. Thank y'all for having us. Shout out to Giant Russ and Damian. I'll stop this at 3:16.
Hold on. And I went to Jazz Festival, tried to go see Stevie Wonder. What ended up happening was I got rained out and I called my nana while I was on Molly. Which is not a good idea ever. Terrible idea if you got daddy issues. Cause I called my nana. I was like, it's funny, man. Like I was raised by my mama, and that's only useful for you if you grow up to be like a professional athlete. Otherwise, you just end up a broken man, incapable of trusting most people and letting love in. That's what I'm saying. I think the way I'm gonna get my dad back though is that I'm gonna die before him. just to spite him. I think it'd be kind of funny. You know what? Maybe I should have faked my death. Maybe I shouldn't actually die. I should fake my death. And then when he's like crying, like, oh my God. He don't look that much like me, but goddamn. I'm like, got you, nigga, I got you. You know I was on TV, motherfucker. And he'd be like, yes, you did get me, son. Hey, that's a way better version of that joke that I told the other day. It was a lot more sad. Thank y'all for listening, man. Hey, give it up for yourself for sticking around, man. We do this shit every Tuesday. Every Tuesday, 8. Welcome John Rowe back up to the stage.
Go back to Mario, his issues of family, his big teeth. He did a big teeth joke.
Spontaneous moment that occurred at the Spontaneous show with Young Funny. I guess it's a little sad. This was after John Rowe, a Young Funny leader and sensei, had passed away. I would say probably, if not a year, like it had been a while. It had been a while since he had passed. One of the frequent comedians that would come, who had moved away, Eric Hollerback, he was coming, and he was bringing a dude that John had lived with out in LA when he passed away. This is probably not the greatest story to take because it's kind of fucked up, I guess. But whatever. I don't remember meeting the dude. I might have met him like one time, but you know, we smoke a lot of weed and stuff out there, and I didn't know him. So Eric Hollerback brings this guy. I'm not gonna say his name. That's I at least can do him that service. I won't say his name. Eric Hollerback had came, him and this guy, and so you know the way that we do it is we got people sign up. I'll like organize the list the way I see fit because I'm a control freak and shit like that. And I was hosting. This was another me hosting, I guess, and. You know, the way I got it set up, you know, the dude's, he's saying that, I guess he wanted to play like a tribute song for John. And so in my head, I'm like, all right, let's put that to the end. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a comedy show. You maybe don't want to do a tribute song to your fallen friend at a weird point in the show. At a weird point, you know, it's hard for certain comedians to pick that back up. So I'm like, let's just close out with something like that. Well, Eric and the guy comes up to me, and Eric's like, hey man, you think we can put him up first? Can he go first? And I hate it when people ask me if they can go first. I loathe it in my spirit. I really do. But you know, I was like, fuck it. You can go first, right? So I go up, I do a whole set, and then I introduce this guy. I want to say he plays, like he tells like a couple of stories about him and John while they were out in LA, and then he plays like this what I would say is a very touching like audio clip of John, and then he gets into this fucking heavy metal song that's like a tribute to John Rowe, and he's just yelling like and you can barely understand what he's saying, and the music is just like, I mean, John was like a chaotic cat, but you know, he like Rihanna and Frank Ocean and shit, not fucking Pantera. And so the song goes for like, it's gotta be like 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Nobody knows how to react to this shit. We're all like, wow, this is heavy. And then he raps, and then that's it. I mean, he doesn't rap. He wraps up it'd be crazy if he did a heavy metal song. It was like, all right, the part 2 is a rap that I made for John. But he wrapped up his set, and then I had to go back up there, and it was so nobody expected that, so it really did fit the show. And I think we went on and had like a good show, and if we didn't, I know we definitely enjoyed that thing that happened, and it wouldn't have been possible if it wasn't for John Rowe. So thank you. I don't know why am I saying thank you, but yeah, that's like one of the most memorable moments at the Spontaneous show. We didn't have like famous people come there. Yeah, so that's my most spontaneous moment, man. That's one of them for certain. And you know, it wouldn't have been possible if it wasn't for John Rowe. It wouldn't have been possible for certain if it wasn't for Bar Redux for allowing us the space to be able to do such crazy and wild things. And you know, we at Young Funny, I know we're all chomping at the bits at a time where it's safe for us to all commune with each other and have a good time at Bar Redux. So thank y'all, peace, be safe.
Oh shit, what it got real?
With legends like Kamari Stevens. I'm like, oh, I like Kamari Stevens. And then they go like, Kyle what? I like Kyle Smith. I like Byron Broussard.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
National radio talk show. I'm like, fuck.
Oh, the man with the golden voice.
I love him to death. I don't know. There's no in between.
That's fine.
I never even got a chance to like you. It was love, hate, always.
Okay.
Like something like I want to fight you sometimes. I do.
Let's go, ho.
I do. See, this is what I'm saying. Like this is why I hate him sometimes. Also why I love him sometimes.
Me plus you, Geneva.
At the same time, I love and hate him. At
You
the
don't even
same
know
time.
how I told you.
You are the Ike in my life. You are the Ike Turner of my life.
So much. I've been good to you.
I do this because I love you.
I ain't raised my voice.
Type of loving.
You know what?
No,
Because I watched a lot of men, I've gotten rid of a lot
that
of my
bitch got you confused about how brothers
I got
operate.
rid of my toxic friendships, and you are my only toxic friendship. And I kind of like.
Okay, well, no, let me go.
All I need
It's kinda
from
like when you
you
eat vinegar.
is understanding.
Like you know this shit is spoiled, but it adds.
Can we
like
communicate? And everybody say,
Detox.
what I need from you is understanding. I hate all y'all. 1, 2, 3. Yeah! Understanding is what I need. Boom, get it, Gigi. Get it, Gigi.
But that's not the way. No. DC, you listen to me.
I'm sorry.
Every day we live is whatever. Always be sure. So I need you, baby.
Okay.
Please,
I'm ready to go out. Let me see your lighter, B.
please let our love and go.
When you turn soprano, I don't. Try so very hard to keep our love.
Yes, I do.
But you don't want to meet me halfway. Is that it? As an understanding guy.
I'm way that we can work it out if we don't
Well, together. There you go, Gigi.
I don't need to be the man.
Yeah.
I want someone
Understand it.
I want
To be with you. Get it. There you go. Is understanding who the blood goes to next. Go. Go. What I need from you is understanding.
As
terrible.
as
1, 2, 3. Yeah. Understanding is what I need. Come on. Come on. And goddamn scene.
Right. I'm giving him a lot. It's kind of sounded gay. It's kind of gay. I don't know. And that's kind of amazing. He's the newest member of Young Funny. He's no longer a prospect. He's full-fledged.
Yeah!
Uncle Tom, make some noise for Mr. Parker Barnes.
Nisha.
Tip jar. Y'all see that tip jar? Let's give me the tips. I'll put them in that motherfucker. Misha. This is my first comment, Uncle Tom. You said that earlier because I shaved my face. You look good, Parker. You look good. It's the only nigga in here that really wears a vest. He ain't wear it today, but he got it from Nigga Gap, and everybody in here knows. That's wearing that.
So, this bitch gonna ask me over some of my personal weed, right? So I felt sorry for her because the bitch was on crutches, you know what I'm saying? So I sold her two joints, right? You know what I'm saying? People was around, so he handed me a little crinkle up bill, you know what I mean? Yeah, a little crinkle up bill. A little crinkle up bill. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't living this shit. Bugged up like a motherfucker. And so, I'm like, there's people around, so I'm gonna respect the game, you know what I'm saying, and shit. So, I get home, right? It's supposed to be a 20. This bitch gave me a 10. A 10. Now I see why somebody shot his punk ass up, nigga, right? That nigga lucky I don't find this motherfucker and tell him where this bitch live. Where he rolled until you finish the job, you know what I'm saying? Fuck that, you know what I'm saying? I hate to see somebody, not reach their goals in life. Don't fuck over B Dub, is what I'm saying. That's why I hate free long weed smokers. You know what I'm saying? If y'all got something in here, kill yourself. For real. If you need a rope, bitch, I will get one. Get one on the back of my truck just for motherfuckers like you. Jesus. I'm high as fuck. Shout out to weed.
Nigga, shout out yourself.
Shit, right?
Recording.
Hey, folks. So we're about to, you've seen a lot of the folks that represent all parts of Young Funny. Now we want to show love to some of our friends who frequented the show over the years that we appreciate. So Kyle, play them away. We're going to shout them out.
I got them. Boom. Here's
so this first one, we got is Yogo Architas. I think he's out in LA right now. I hope he's doing well.
I hope so. I didn't care for LA, so I was out. Boom.
I thought you was about to say I didn't care for Yogo.
Ashley Branch.
We got Ashley Branch. She's like one of the first comedians I met when I got down here. I think
oh wow.
She was on baby number 2.
Baby.
She's my cousin.
That's the mama.
She's a long cousin.
She's a member of Black Girl Giggles. This is James Jermaine.
He sure came.
Byron had a podcast with James Jermaine at a point.
Oh,
I got a
yeah.
bit about that. That happened at Bar Redux.
Oh my
God.
God.
About that.
He's been tearing up Facebook with all his comedian comparisons. This is Eric Hollerback earlier.
Just the foulest of mouths. He just he's a good comic, but he doesn't know when to put the dirty shit. He's like, should I open with the dirty shit? Probably not. It's very raunchy what he says, but we love him. We love him.
Kyle loves him. I don't care for him personally.
I enjoy him.
He has fucked up.
Mike Hall.
That's Mike Hall. I think this is when he first got down to New Orleans.
Yeah, there was a little dispute over it because he had a Black Mike joke and I had a Black Paul joke. Called him out. I was like, it's not that serious.
I think that's that joke too. So
also, it's like, if you're a Black person around a lot of white people, you're gonna get called Black.
Exactly. I mean, I almost murdered him one time, but that was separate.
This is Neat right here. I think he's practicing medicine and not medicine, but like he's in Memphis right now, Memphis, Tennessee. Moving them. This is Brianna.
Hello, Brianna.
Augustus. She's a photographer, artist, comedian, poet.
If y'all see my Inquisitor's observations picture, she's the one that took that picture.
Yeah, she did a lot of stuff for my one-man show. She's incredible person, incredible spirit.
Didn't she also draw your Dirty Nigger Soul cover?
Yes.
She's got cover art credit.
Which you can find on I'mNotMe.com, Byron.
I'm not just me.
I'm not just
me.
Yeah, don't use Amazon, whatever you do. When you get Dirty Nigger Soul, don't get it through Amazon.
Oh, it'll take you to Amazon. This is Keegan. Keegan enjoyed my book.
And
yeah. He left it on his coffee table for other people to see on accident.
Oh man, Keegan is currently in Chicago. Hopefully he's doing well up there in Chi-Town.
Yeah.
And that's just a few. That's just a few right there. The people.
That's just a good few people that like to come through. Look at that backdrop, baby. The backdrop looking pretty in the back.
Oh yeah, the backdrop.
We're about to tell the story about how that backdrop came to be.
Oh, we should. And stopping.
What's happening, y'all? As DC Paul, and if you don't already know, Bar Redux holds a very special place in my heart for a lot of reasons. But more specifically in this video, if you've ever been there on a Tuesday night between 8 and 11 p.m. loosely, and if you ever witnessed the Spontaneous Show, which is my favorite comedy open mic that happens in New Orleans. If you've been there on that night, and if you've seen the show, there's this backdrop that is behind the stage, and it looks real rinky-dink because it's a Spontaneous Show, and it's the backyard at a bar in the Ninth Ward, so nothing about the location or the show had any pretenses about itself. And I think that backdrop kind of illustrated that. You know, it was a white sheet with the words, Young Funny presents the Spontaneous Show, written in permanent black marker. And there was the pictures of the comedy and tragedy masks kind of toward the bottom of it. And I'm just thinking about this through memory because we couldn't locate it for the last couple weeks that we were there. It's been located since, but I haven't seen it in quite some time. So I'm just talking about how it looks through memory. So Young Funny presents the Spontaneous Show in black marker with pictures of the comedy and tragedy masks. I think they're wearing Jester hats. The comedy and tragedy masks wearing Jester hats. And we had, so Miss Janya gave us that white sheet and a few cans of spray paint, and I think that black permanent marker. And I went and met Byron and Kyle on the West Bank, and surprisingly, I know all the details of the story because when I go to the West Bank, like I can't forget any detail about the experience because it's almost like traveling to a foreign country. But anyway, in this experience, I remember the three of us met at some park kind of near the basketball courts, and we laid the thing out. Kyle, I believe, had the most visual artistic experience out of all of us. Byron also is an artist in multiple disciplines. And I think I was just there to just get it done. Like we had a task to get done. Miss Johnny gave us these cans of spray paint, this black permanent marker, and this white sheet. We're here to create a backdrop. Let's get it done. I think that was my attitude going into it. And I met them on the West Bank for that reason. And Kyle, I think, kind of spearheaded especially with the writing. You know, it was almost kind of graffiti style, but like Kyle's version of it. And also the masks. That was all Kyle's like artistic vision. Like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put this here. And then I think when we had the black and white, the white sheet with the black writing on it, for some reason, either me or Byron, we were like, let's fuck this up with these cans of spray paint. Let's just spray spontaneously and indiscriminately all over the thing in a way that makes no sense. And it worked. It kind of illustrates what the Spontaneous Show is. You know, there's a bit of black and white structure, like the basic outline of what a comedy open mic is. But then you got that bit of chaos that like you're gonna get on any given Tuesday at Bar Redux, and that's any Tuesday including Mardi Gras. I've been there every Tuesday on Mardi Gras, and we don't have the comedy show there, of course, because it's Mardi Gras, but you still get just a bit of random spontaneity at Bar Redux. And I'm thankful for Ms. Janya for giving us those Tuesdays to create that moment of spontaneity. And shout out to Young Funny for just you know, making that event what it was. You know, I remember going into making that backdrop, I'm thinking I'm going into this just because I want to get it done. But it became like an awesome bonding experience for me, Kyle and Byron, and kind of set the tone for what the Spontaneous show became. So thank you, Bar Redux. Thank you, Mr. Russ, Miss Janya, Damien, to the whole staff. And y'all make sure y'all donate.
Oh, the backdrop that you see for all of these videos, basically, all right, me, DC, and Byron got together because I knew that we needed something to go in the backdrop of just whenever we do these shows. And since I have an artistic mind about me, I decided we need to come up with something real quick. And on the West Bank at Norman Playground, we got a tarp and some markers and some spray paint shit, and we just went to town. And I was trying to draw the happy, sad, a little clown face shit, but it was with a permanent marker, and it didn't come out so well. It is a terrible looking fucking backdrop, but hey, it's there and it sticks. It's spontaneous, but that's what we needed. We needed something, and that's what you get. That's what you get when it's spontaneous. Boom, something that just comes together. Goddamn it, and it did. I do graffiti art, but I do a lot better than what you see. So don't judge me on that weird ass backdrop. But we got a backdrop, motherfucker, and we do our thing. Goddamn it. So love it or leave it, bitch. That's us. Spontaneous show. Love Bar Redux. Bye.
I'm pretty sure I can name all of them. Let me see if we can get it full screen. Looks awkwardly to the side. Oh shit, what the fuck? There we go. We got Parker, Johnny, Kamari, John Grove, Kyle, DC Ball, Geneva, and that dude who doesn't remember things. So that's a cool picture of people you can see usually, or you could have seen at the Spontaneous show. It was always a good time. Then we press escape and go to the next picture. Oh no, the mouse is doing weird things. Don't do that, mouse. This is actually a picture of I missed one. This is the first flyer I made for the Spontaneous show. It was made 3 years ago.
4 years ago.
I don't know why it's not in full screen. Oh, okay, I didn't enter full screen. Yeah, whatever. This is way past 3 minutes, isn't it? The first time we came up with the open mic idea, we were gonna sell it on Facebook, and I made this. I wanted to get a picture of black kids on a water slide, and Google only has a picture of white kids on water slides, and I thought that was hilarious.
Racist.
So I made this beauty. It's been 7 minutes. It's been over 7 minutes. Holy shit, this is hard. I think I'm losing the game. This, I was there for the creation of this, and this is my my proof that I was there. I took a picture of it and I edited that picture. I don't remember the day all that well. Me, Kyle, and DC went to a park. Kyle did most of the drawing. He had the idea. And then me and DC filled in the lines with markers. And then we spray paint some shit. And it was a wrap. We were on the West Bank, if that's important. DC on the West Bank. Did we somehow trick him over there? I don't remember how that happened. Maybe he wasn't so vocal about being vocal about it back in the day. It was 3 years ago. I don't know.
4 years ago.
All right, y'all. So after our little history about the Young Funny Spontaneous Show backdrop, we're gonna play y'all a clip, man. One of the favorite things about coming to the Spontaneous Show, honestly, is not even the show. It's just hanging and being able to joke around with your buddies and fellow comics. So a lot of the times after the show, even sometimes during the show, we would go over by the garbage can right by the railroad tracks, start a little cipher, and we just clown. So this is like a moment where we got a lot of familiar faces if you've been around the New Orleans comedy scene, just kind of having a good old New Orleans time. Play
I'm
it,
pretty
Kyle.
sure that's not a boob. Oh, it was a boob. The volume's down. All right.
Okay.
Give me that beat.
Like,
come on. Come on. Come on. What up? Read up. Bop, 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 comedy. Redux. She hating, always gotta hate. She always gotta hate because she knows she can't shake her ass.
You letting somebody film me for
She hate because she knows she can't shake that ass.
Like niggas have iPhones now. Like,
She
why the
hate.
fuck would you let a nigga
Gigi, she hate because she knows she can't shake that ass like that. Get out of here, Shep.
A midget with a regular
Fuck that, Shep. Show him them shoulders, Shep. Shep ain't got nothing but shoulders. She can't shake that ass. I am sorry.
That's how that feels. That's how that feels. That's how that feels. Wait, shut up. The historical power relationship. I can't. You're right. It's yeah.
No, because I'm black and it just stops there.
You're like.
Oh, yeah, there you That bitch is stupid. You don't understand. Kamara done started a revolution. Y'all so retarded. You better be careful, Gigi, before you fall.
I'm in the world within now, right? Being like trash.
You gotta put a little more back into it.
Yeah, man, you gotta for Duke it though. You can't do it.
Y'all so stupid.
I'm ready. You ready? Hold on. All right. 1, 2, 3, go.
Hey, son, that nigga look like a tree frog, son. Hey, that nigga look like a tree frog, yo. Hey, he look like a straight up amphibian, son.
No, nigga, you had gumbo here.
That's that root.
You turned the lesbian on this?
That's that root. Hey, son, nigga got the amphibian stroke, son.
Before I show these hoes my arm off, I'm gonna show them that video. That bitch, let me tell you what we gonna have to
do. So retarded.
Hell yeah. Like, I'm gonna be like, I ain't the light-skinned nigga in the video, but I'm gonna show you the movie. Hell yeah, boy.
This right here, this the preview right here.
Biggest mama.
chat waking up everybody in the neighborhood. Goddamn.
Nigga made a X reference about Joseph. Oh, shit.
Wait, that what y'all waiting on, the cardboard box?
There wasn't even no bounce music for that. You seen that? That was like gelato gumbo. Real wave. I said, God damn.
I am like
He said, oh, you gonna fat shame? You stupid, DC.
waiting for the sky to open up and like strike you.
Hey!
I so be waiting for Camille to like change up her voice and be like, alright, bitches. Nah, that be it. That be it. You'll never go nowhere. I'll be like, that's it. She tried clapping with it. You clap. You gotta clap at the end of every set. You clap in the beginning. You can't start with the clap and then say the words. You gotta clap after each word. Nah. Hey, nah. No. See, I like how everybody.
All right, folks. We got another Young Funny. I like to call him Young Funny's Alderman, DC Paul, East Beast. Say what up, DC.
What's happening, people?
We're about to close this thing out. We really appreciate y'all watching this, taking time, to hang out with Young Funny digitally. And we wanted to close out with something, with a video of a person that's very dear to us. He's the one that brought us all together. John Rowe. You've seen him throughout the clips earlier, but we wanted to make sure we left you with his essence. And we love him, we miss him, and we hope y'all appreciate him. So let's get to showing Long Live Nigga Daddy. So,
Long live Nigga Daddy.
Long live Nigga Daddy.
Nigga Daddy.
Seconded.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Play it.
Y'all like this? Y'all like that?
No, John. Sit down.
Another call sketch, y'all. Get ready for some booty.
You know this is recording, right?
I know it's recording.
John, you know what? DC.
He's the reason why we are a group and we have a show here every Tuesday, y'all. His name is John Rowe, right? And yeah, okay, well, yeah, you can clap Paul. He's somebody, right? You know, I wasn't sure that John Rowe was his real name till I saw his birth certificate, and it said that clear as day. It said baby name John Rowe, father name John Doe. Because his mother was. You said it. You said it.
You said it.
All right, so next one, my man, Mr. John Rowe.
You said it.
That's the joke you want to do, DC?
Yeah.
That's the joke you want to bring me up to? All right, your dad is sitting in the audience right there. And you see your daddy is a big man. You want me to do some daddy jokes about your daddy, make him mad so you can try to beat my ass, huh? First of all, your daddy can't beat my ass. I'm gonna make it an endurance fight. Not bicycle. Bicycle everywhere. He's the bully. Right. Happy to be here. Fuck DC Paul. He's a very mean person.
Sorry.
I know it's a good joke.
Say it again.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry. I'm pissed. This other weed joke that I'm going to put the next comedian on stage. You bastards! How dare you let my joke die? Just let my joke die. I know it's funny. Anyway, I also think the government uses weed. I think they lie to us. I know they use weed because like you ever be driving and you like really high. And then you think you're going so fucking fast and you look down and you're doing the exact speed limit. Yelling at people who are going fast, like, what are you doing? Like, you think you're going 90 miles an hour, you look down, you're going 45, you're like, damn, this is how fast people should go. People should never go faster than this.
Oh, that's it.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Not yet. He didn't see it yet. Come on. Let's go.
You can see the melanin in your eyes, around your eyes. What's up, guys? Huh? Dante's not here yet. He should be on his way home.
Okay.
Oh.
I was just asking, does anybody have any? I mean, I still want to.
What?
The hard
This is usually
like we're supposed to take the bullet, so hopefully while I'm up, people can come in, and then that way, like, you know.
Yeah, that's
like I'd rather get the show started on time. Yeah, I'm about to put it in order.
He taking the lead.
I don't know, man. When we used to do shows back in Columbus, man, the idea was that you start a show on time. That way you train the audience. So like if they come in and they see that the show's already started, you find out the show started. Instead of just coming in and being like, oh, the show's gonna be late. I think I got reasons.
I got it.
I don't just do shit for the sake of doing it. I have reasons for it.
Reasons. Fire fans and Young Fun.
Come on.
I might have been on.
This King, that's King old school right there. That motherfucker know everything 90s.
I like Rick James.
That's not old school.
No, but you that guy from Dope. You that guy from Dope dancing in the middle of the street.
Yeah, but if in the middle of the street. 90s shit, that's not.
I know, but I'm just saying he's a 90s kid. I love
Phonics and shit, fucking Blackbird.
What about Bobby Womack?
Miracles, Funkadelic, Parliament.
You were born in '89, right?
Born in '89. Prince,
right.
Michael Jackson.
A '90s kid.
I never fuck with James Taylor like that, but like the Doors.
Marvin C. The Candy.
He's a '90s kid.
What is it?
90s.
Morrissey. Who else? Fucking
Stephanie Mills.
This is the exact thing from Dope. Queen. Oh, fucking. What's Byron?
Well, I like Queen too, but that ain't. You was naming all of these R&B bands, and then you just go way over.
So I'm just trying to just show the versatile right.
Yeah,
I mean, that's.
I like Queen too.
Where? I like Britney Spears.
I fucks with Britney. Toxic. I'm slipping up.
You know that you're toxic.
Very average ass. I could have made it.
Why didn't you?
Oh, humbuckish ass nigga.
I like Rihanna. Rihanna's new album.
Oh, hey, tell him about the ride home. Tell him about the ride home.
You can like both of them. Right.
Tell him about the ride. Oh, that whole ride home we listened to Rihanna. Then we played Adele right afterwards. We played Adele right afterwards.
Singing bitch in the game with that album. she was yanking niggas in style. Like she sung like Beyonce. She sung like Rihanna because she's like I'm still Rihanna. She sung like fucking Florence the Machine. She sung like Adele on one track.
Wait. She sung like Beyonce and like
her whole album sounded different.
She sang like Beyonce and Adele.
Yeah, she did different styles of singing.
Son, we got halfway through the Rihanna CD. He was like, nigga, I didn't tell you put Adele on. I'm like, son, this is still Rihanna. What?
Really? It's like that?
It's like that.
It's good, son. It's really
A whole
good.
bunch of different styles.
I have it.
Let me get it.
Okay. And then I have Adele right after that. I got Adele. It's in 5 and 6 inside the CD player.
Nigga, she got some Al Green influence on it.
Yeah, that 25.
Al Green influence.
Oh, that motherfucker there, goddamn it.
That's a good song.
Which one? You talking about Rihanna or Adele?
The Al Green song Rihanna did?
Oh yeah, it's beautiful. Enjoy it.
Y'all, I'm gonna have to be leaving y'all.
Oh, and the one that has sex with me.
That's fine.
Have you heard Sex with Me? What's that song that says Sex with Me?
Yeah, enough B-roll.
No, I can't leave. I can't leave till you stop the fucking show. Goddamn.
Hey, folks. How'd y'all like that last clip? I hope you enjoyed it. The last chunk of John Rowe. Yeah, that was, and I feel like that was like one of the first spontaneous shows, like after we officially became the spontaneous show with Young Funny at Bar Redux. And, you know, we got tons
Lacey
of more.
was there at the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the early days.
Kyle Woods, who's I think was in New York last I checked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, early 2016. So that's the last one for y'all, man. We really do hope y'all appreciate it. We've appreciated our time at Bar Redux. We appreciated our homie, John Rowe. May he rest in peace. And, you know, if you want to support Bar Redux, they have a GoFundMe. We're going to link that in the live stream that we do on Facebook. And, you know, just keep on checking out for us, man. And, you know, when everything is, like I said earlier, when if we got to come out in bubble suits, you know what I mean? And astronaut gear, we'll
Shit,
figure
next
it out.
week we'll be back.
Yeah. So, thank y'all. Thank y'all, Bar Redux. Thank y'all, Russ. Thank y'all,
Thank
Johnny.
you very much, Ms. Johnny and Mr. Russ.
Thank
Dan,
everybody for supporting the show for these
all the supporters.
last 4 years.
Yeah, man, we got some regulars. Some people
y'all.
there
Thank you,
every Tuesday.
Byron. Thank you, DC. Thank you,
Oh.
Kyle.
Thank you,
Paul
Kamari.
Joseph,
You
Geneva
awesome,
Joy
man.
Hughes, Johnny Liscombe,
Mhm.
Parker Barnes, Billy Hilly, B-Dub Get Paid, and everybody else, man. We love y'all. Long live Nigga Daddy.
Nigga Daddy.
Long live Nigga Daddy.
This content was put together and curated by Kamari. Most of the actual content was collected by Kyle. Naya's recording the Zoom. Also the live stream. This has been legit.
This has been legit.
Are we going out?
Yeah. I mean, we could just end the recording.
Cool.
Peace, y'all.